happy, that's what it's about. What makes you smile, your reasons to be cheerful, please. You start your message with BBC and you send it to 81333. While you do that, my guest on the show this afternoon is South Shields singer Joe McElderry. Now, he's halfway through his tour. It's called Freedom, a tribute to the songs of George Michael. And we asked him what he'd tell his 18-year-old self as he won the X Factor.
You know, we see it all the time, you know, in this industry, and especially with social media now. And I feel so sorry for, like, young people just starting out in the industry, because it can be quite suffocating at times. Whereas when I did the show, apart from the newspapers, you didn't really know what anybody thought of you, and that was a great thing.
Having said that, I must admit, I said to my girls last night, the young women, you know, the older girls, I said, I'm talking to Joe McElderry tomorrow. Do you know what they started to do?
What?
They started to go, am I ready? Sorry, ladies and gents, because we're on the radio. But if you get the chance to follow Joe on Instagram or TikTok, he's been on his jollies recently. There's a picture of you in turquoise shorts and t-shirts.
Yes.
Having a bit of a dance to Lizzo.
Yes.
So, you know, you talk about social media, but it's funny what people pick up on, isn't it?
It's great, and I think, you know, you think about some things to put on social media, and people said, you know, this is the marketing plan and the promotional plan for this tour and things. And 9 times out of 10, the most thought-out posts, nobody cares about. And then you do a little dancing clip and everybody loves it because it made us feel really happy and smile.
So there's that one, and you're dressed in a caftan singing to Mamma Mia. That's
with
another one.
Yes.
It's your auntie. Now, I'll let you into a secret. Anthony Daves reading the news. He was fixated on that post and trying to work out who the lady was.
Yeah, so it was me auntie, but I mean, we had all sorts of comments. I think she had Kathy Burke, Joe Brandt, Deborah Meaden.
Yeah.
So we had a great time reading the comments of who, and I had, what did I have? I had Alan Carr.
Are they your auntie's caftans?
Yes.
Well, she rocks them beautifully.
She said, I've had an idea for TikTok.
Yeah.
Let's do the Mamma Mia one. I've got the outfits. I've got the kaftans.
And you rock them perfectly. You know, your vocal range is extraordinary, and we've seen that, you know, as you say, from being a young lad, pop, classical, musical theatre, but trained in opera as well, and that was another bit of a curveball. I think it was a different side to you, and a different physicality in the way that you sing opera. That must have been tough. That's not singing Mamma Mia on the beach, is it?
No,
this is something completely different.
Well, when they asked us to do the show, I genuinely did think it was just going to be a bit of a laugh. I watched the show and I thought, there's no way they're really teaching people to do it, and it'll just be like a bit of fun. You'll go on there and you'll do the show and everyone will go, oh, that was a nice thing. Didn't think anything career-wise would come from it. Which, you know, was quite a nice feeling to just go into something thinking, I'm going to film this and have a great time. And we got there on the first day and they were like, right, forget everything you've ever learned, we're literally going to teach you how to sing again. And they did, you know, they stripped us down, brand new breathing techniques, the way you position your throat and your neck and your jaw, and all of these amazing techniques that you couldn't pay for that kind of training. Like, they were the top vocal coaches from like the Royal Opera House and everything like this. And I started doing gigs in the middle of the show, like things that were already pre-booked before I'd started filming, and people were like, please sing Nessun Dorma, and I was like, oh, I haven't got a backing track. And then I obviously got the opportunity to sign to Decca, and we did a few albums of that material, and it is incredible. It's an incredible genre of music, and it does just make people feel something. But the technique that I got on there, I use now. I use in still on shows now. It protects my voice. It's like allows us to have an insane amount of stamina that I didn't have before I did that show.
Will you be using any of those techniques playing the Fairy Godfather this year in Panto?
Yeah, well, when you've got to do 12 shows a week, you've got to. Because, you know, that's a huge thing that I think people underestimate is, it's one thing doing like one night, but sustaining your voice and keeping well enough to keep up like a 3-month schedule of shows every day is always, well, sometimes longer than that, but I'm really excited. I've got lots of fun, exciting moments in that. It's going to be brilliant.
It will be. Once that rehearsal process starts and you're in Pantoland for a big chunk of time, but before that, of course, you're on stage as a tribute to George Michael. It's going to be a smashing show. Is there anything left on that musical list then?
I'd love to do like a live album, and I've always wanted to do that, and there's been a few times where we've been on a tour and we've done it, and just certain things haven't kind of fell into place for what to do it, because I really enjoy listening to live albums, so that's definitely one. I'd love to do some more of my own material. I've been writing and recording all through lockdown and stuff, so I've actually got well over an album's worth of material to do that. I just need to get in the studio and get it all finished. I've kind of loved everything I've done so far, and coming out of lockdown, we never imagined the last 3 years would happen, you know, and I think just, if it project comes along and it's something fun and enjoyable, and I think I can learn something from it, I've just kind of learned to go, do you know what? Yeah, I'll give that a go. Why not?
And incorporating your auntie and maybe Grandma Hilda. Because
Oh, Grandma
your nan
Hilda,
as well.
yeah.
I mean, she's an absolute star in her background. She was treading the boards when you weren't even a twinkle.
Yeah, and she was in the band that used to go all over the northeast and do comedy song and mime, raising money for cancer research because she's sadly lost her brother quite young. I mean, she does steal the limelight, and she's a bit of a hit on social media, but she's got no idea what social media is. What was the one she said the other day? I was filming a video to put on Instagram for her birthday, and she said, I better not be going on YouTube. I said, well, it's not going on YouTube, Grandma, but that's not where you're going anyways, it's Instagram.
Grandma's great, aren't they? I love it. Brilliant. Well, it's great to speak to you, and when we have our guests on the show, we always ask them the quick six. We're at karaoke. What are you singing?
Man, I Feel Like a Woman, Shania Twain.
Have you ever had a nickname?
Yes, Hovis.
Because?
Because I never used to be able to say my name when I was a kid, Joseph, and it used to always come out as Hovis. So my mum and granda and everyone used to call us Hovis.
Do they still call you Hovis?
My mum does sometimes.
Away, Hovis, come in for your tea. How would your friends describe you?
Crazy, fun, and caring, I think.
What's your favourite childhood memory?
Going to Customs House Panto with all my family, we used to go every year, and I remember it being the most exciting, magical time ever.
What movie have you seen loads of times, but whenever you see it on the planet, you have to watch it?
Mamma Mia.
I can tell watching that video. It's got all the moves. And finally, if you were tiny weenie for a day, what would you do?
I just love that kids could just nap in a pram anytime they want. That's what I'd do.
That's that, isn't it?
I see kids like in public places just flat out asleep in a pram, and I think, oh, I wish I could still do that.
Well, it's great to speak to you, Joel. The show sounds cracking. How can we find out more about you? Tell us about your socials and how we can get tickets for the gig.
So we come to the City Hall, Newcastle, on the 16th of October, and if you go to joemccowdreyofficial.com, all the tickets, all social media and everything's there.
What a lovely fella. Joe McElderry is going to be at the City Hall, and it does sound like a great night, doesn't it? Now, as I've been reporting across the afternoon, it's been announced that Kwasi Kwarteng is no longer Chancellor, and Jeremy Hunt will be replacing him. And there's been a U-turn on corporation tax cuts. So at 3 o'clock, Miles Ashby will have all of the latest for us here at BBC Radio Newcastle. In the meantime, cracking music on the way, of course, this Friday afternoon, and we'll keep an eye on things social media-wise, where we take a little look at the word on the tweets.